Hello everybody, today I'm here with the Kim Possible team part 2, and today we've got all 5 of the characters in here so far, and they look pretty great together. I think they got the style right, continuing all the way through. All of them look like they fit together pretty nicely, which is good. So let's get started here, and I'll just start kind of talking about some stuff about the team before actually talking about each of the individual team members. So first I just want to say that although it's called part 2, it's really just because I am doing a full team now. I did a team earlier with just the 4 characters we had before this, and that was mostly because I didn't really think they were going to get any more, and I was right for quite a while, but eventually I guess they decided that it was time to add another one. So I, of course, want to make an updated version. I love doing the teams when it's an actual series that has 5 characters in it. I'll be doing the same for Atlantis pretty soon. So yeah, it's called part 2, but it's really just an updated one. Hopefully they don't add any more soon, because then this video is pretty pointless. But the adding Duff Killigan is not the only change that this one has compared to the previous one, because I have them all leveled up to red rank now, and we're only missing Ron's red skill, unfortunately. But everybody else has a red skill and they're all at red rank. Drakken's only at 3 stars, which I was kind of surprised to see, and then Ron and Shego are at 4. Even Kim's only at 5, so Duff was the only one that was able to make it to star 6. I'm sure Kim would have been a prize wall character if she had came out when prize walls existed, because people would have went crazy for that, I'm sure. And yeah, Kim Possible was one of the largest requested characters for the longest time. So it's really cool to go from people just desperately wanting to see her to actually having a full team of characters from her series. It's kind of insane, but it certainly makes sense for the developers to do something like that, because your most popular series is obviously going to get more people interested in your game, if that makes sense. I'm sure a lot of people played the game for sure when Kim was released to try to get her. And the same could probably be said for Ron, Shego, and Drakken. I don't really know about Duff, if I'm being honest. I don't know who was really that excited to see Duff. I certainly wasn't, but I think all the other ones are really cool. So let's start trying to look through each of their skills here. I'm not going to look up what each of them individually do, because I think that just watching them has been pretty straightforward here. Maybe we start out with the brand new one with Duff, who has all golf related moves, which certainly makes sense considering that's what he was all about in the show. So he's got one detonator that takes a very long time to roll all the way through, but can do damage to the character that it lands on and everybody else around them. But usually by the time it gets there, it doesn't even end up doing any damage because it takes so long. And he's also got the net one, which I didn't get to see there. I also really love all of their victory animations. Let's watch the entrance ones too. I love that Ron just falls onto the stage. He should have the net come out at some point here. Honestly, might have missed it. I'm trying to look. And he's frozen. Okay, great. Alright, I did see the net go out at once there. And then yeah, he shoots a bunch of golf balls at the enemies. Sometimes a barrage of them, and you can see him swinging his club wildly around. I love that we have a Scottish character in the game. We don't have any other ones. So that was kind of a first, which is cool, I suppose. But yeah, he certainly sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the rest, because the others are just the 4 main characters of the show. And then we got Duff. I don't know, I feel like the main teacher would have been fun to see. I don't know. Even some of the other villains are a little bit cooler than Duff, I personally think. I don't know why, or what decision there was to choose him specifically, but anyways. Let's move to Kim then. back to the main one. She's got a bunch of different devices she uses. Oh, we're dying already. That's not great, but we get to see all their death animations, right? Ron does seem to usually live the longest. So he's doing his karate chops right now, his monkey moves. With that blue, fiery one. And then he's dead now. Alright, maybe that was a fluke. Let's just try another one in chapter 26 and see. Yeah, like I was saying, Kim has a bunch of different devices. She also just punches and kicks, which she does from afar. She doesn't even move when she does it. Her kicks just come at the enemies from where she's standing. Okay, it was not a fluke. I'm just gonna exit out. So, chapter 26 is too hard for us, which is not great considering we're all at red. We think they do alright, but I guess they aren't at the greatest star levels either. But yeah, that's really about it for Kim's main moves. See, now we're like destroying all these characters. Like, there's no in between. Was 26? Did I have 2 flukes? I don't understand, because that was unbelievably easy for us. Yeah, let's just move on to Ron then. I haven't seen her do anything else. Well, I guess we already kind of stated what Ron does too. He's really the only... Well, that's not true. Actually, Shego gets pretty close. But Ron is mostly doing all of the up-close attacking. Seriously, why were we not able to do 26? We just destroyed 25 like it was nothing. Let's try it again, I guess. So yeah, Ron also takes out his knockos, right? Forget what it is. But he has to have that healing move as well. They're going too fast, we're not able to see like any of their moves. But when I go into harder stages, they die right away, so I don't know what to do. Next up would be Drakken, I suppose, who also uses some of his gadgets, like the gun, and then he's also got, oh, he does his evil laugh, which gives us a boost. Seriously, we're not even like fighting, we must have like no health. Because we don't fight at all, we just destroy them, and then I don't get to see any of their animations. Otherwise we just die right away, there's no in-between. Or maybe Shego is just doing all the work, it kind of feels like she is. Yeah, he's throwing stuff at him, I can't even see what that is. Gosh, I don't get to see him do anything. I want to see him do one thing. Okay, he's got that helmet device too. See, we lost that one. I don't get it, man. This team sucks. Now finally we have Shego, who's most of her, if not all of her moves, kind of revolve around her green fiery blasts. So she either shoots through all the enemies or she punches with the green fists. Or I think, yeah, she even does a targeted couple of smaller blasts. And we're all dead. Maybe we'll be able to beat... Oh yeah, so Ron won by himself. That's great. This team is really making me mad. I'm so angry right now. Like there's no in-between. They either die or they just destroy them right away. So even if I'm winning, I don't get to see what the characters are doing because I don't even get the chance to do it. And now watch, they win this one right away. What the heck? Should I go on to the next chapter? I don't know. If you guys know if the Kim Possible team is good or not, I'd love to hear it because it's honestly kind of hard to tell. Doesn't seem like it, but whenever I ask that, no one ever says anything. I don't think people actually watch these videos. They somehow get 1,000 views, but not a single person watches them. I don't know why. But I ask that all the time. I've never had a single person tell me if the team is good or not. But from an outsider, rookie perspective, they don't seem great. Ron and Duff sometimes get it close to winning, but that's because everyone else just was a glass cannon apparently. Like genuinely, they seem like they're all glass cannons. They die immediately, but they also do a bunch of damage. I don't know what to say. But each of the characters are pretty cool, like I said before. It's really cool to have people requesting Kim Possible like crazy for the longest time, and then now have a team of 5 characters to play as from that series. Including someone like Duff Killigan, who I'm sure people weren't even asking for. But I absolutely love the other 4. I wanted Shego the most after Kim, and she was the last one we got, but it was really cool when we finally got her. And I really like Ron too. I don't know, I'm not that big of a fan of Drakken, if I'm being honest. Not even like in the show, just like in this game. I don't think he's as interesting as of a character, but we'll do one more, I guess. Let's go to like chapter 30 and see what happens. I assume we die right away, but I think their animations are certainly at least noteworthy, even if their moves or their team potential isn't as such. Yeah, I never see anyone bringing in these characters in PvP stuff either. So I'd imagine most of them probably just aren't in the meta right now. But yeah, we won that. I don't. This is probably the most frustrating team showcase I've ever had, except for when it like crashes and stuff. Like, this is insane. I'm gonna go to like chapter. Okay, we obviously will not win this, but I said that in chapter 32, and somehow they did it. I genuinely do not understand. Yeah, we're not doing great. It feels like every time, like one singular big hit comes out, it kills Kim, Shego, and Drakken all at the same time, and then Duff and Ron are left standing to pick up the slack. So, my verdict is not that great of a team, but they are a great team in concept. And the way they look is just so great. I love just staring at the screen and looking at each of their designs. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my showcase of the Kim Possible team. Let me know if you think they're good or not. Like I said, no one ever answers that, so I'd be beyond shocked if anyone even says it. Patrick, why don't you give your 2 cents, because you're the only one that's going to hear this. But thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.